Today, the 22nd of March, March Madness. Today is quiet for the first time for the month. March, all my life comes in blowing and leaves blowing gale force wind. But today, the gods are quiet, and I say only because it's Miss Clee birthday, the eldest woman in Dundastan birthday is today. She's 90 plus and looking pretty and smiling. We're talking about the candidates that are in the race for North Abaco, and I just laughed. And I said, think of every aspect of our lives that make us better. Which one of the candidates that are ratified to run in North Abaco can beat Kai doing anything? We're talking about voting. Which one of those candidates in North Abaco you could put them on a boat and they could find conch? Which one of them could find lobster? Which one of them could jump overboard and spare grouper? That's Abaconian. That's North Abaco. We're boatmen. Which one of them candidates in North Abaco, you put them 20 miles offshore and tell them find Abaco. Let them find North Abaco. Don't go 20 miles offshore. That's too much. Some of them, you put them 5 miles offshore, 10 miles offshore, and give them a boat. North Abaco is a community of fishermen, and you tell them 10 miles offshore, find any place in North Abaco. They end up in Africa, where they come from. We're showing them shooting pool today, billiard. The Americans call it billiard, pool. Which person in North Abaco can beat me shooting pool? There was a time in my life, there's nobody, and I can be braggadocious about this, nobody in the entire Abaco could beat Kai Mills shooting pool. Nay, not one. I used to shoot pool $1,000 per game. And if you shoot at the 8 ball, I was biggity. I said, if you could shoot at the 8 ball, you could have the game. When my $1,000 on the line, I beat them with 5 balls. Nobody ever shoot me with that kind of money, and I didn't beat them with 5 balls. I said, if you could shoot at the 8 ball, you could have my $1,000. That's the confidence that I had in what I do. Basketball. The only game in Abaco that people from Crown Haven to Sandy Point came at Dundastan to watch the Kai Mills show for over a decade. The biggest game in town was something that Kai created. It was called the Abaco Basketball Association. Kai was his president. Kai sponsored his hometown, Dundastan. We call them the Rebels, the Rainbow Running Rebels. I paid for the uniform. Kai Mills paid for the Jordan sneakers. I paid for the t-shirt. Kai Mills paid for every person from Dundastan that went to compete in the nationals. I paid for the hotel room. I paid for the airfare. I paid for the food. I paid for the transport back and forth. Only one person did that for decades, Kai Mills. I remember my last trip as president. We went to Providencia Island, Turks and Caicos. Tanker, boy, I miss old Tanker, big old Tanker, and Whiters up down there. And we played in the police barracks. Kai Mills paid for everything, every flight, every room in Turks and Caicos. Nobody that say that they love Kai or love Abaco has done more than Kai Mills have done and prepared. I am in the game for North Abaco because I'm prepared to do more. What will Kai do? land, property, property, land. Kai will get you straight. You imagine people in Abaco has been living on land for 30 years, 40 years, and the black prime ministers would not give them the deeds for property they have been on for 40 years, but yet they come to Baker's Bay and give them 250 acres. The Abaco Club started at 350 acres. The government, Perry Christie, give it. The fella from England couldn't vote. Weren't Bahamian. Give them 350 acres. All we got was mediocre jobs. Kai felt that. I still feel that. If they could give foreigners over 500 acres that can't vote, not Bahamian, if Kai Mills could give half of that, 250 acres, freely, with a better North Abaco, we would have. Nobody that is ratified can do that Kai is prepared to do to make North Abaco more accessible by giving free land to the next generations of North Abaconians. Name somebody that could beat me doing anything. I'm saying anything. Bring them forward. I'm still waiting to have a debate with all the candidates of North Abaco. Let me see which one can beat me speaking truth to power about the concerns and the love for North Abaco. Bring the debate. Bring them forward. All that they have, they don't have what Kai have. Care, love, compassion, integrity for the people of North Abaco. Y'all vote Kai Mills, Coalition of Independence, North Abaco, and bring them on. Kai is prepared to take them all on behalf of the people of North Abaco. I am futuristic. The future of North Abaco is in Kai Mills' hand. Nobody loves or cares for North Abaco like Kai Mills. Kai cares.